Hey guys, James from the Research Revolution. Check this out. I'm over on the Express. Exclusive. The killer asteroids NASA says are heading towards Earth on Halloween. There are 11 near-Earth asteroids passing by on Halloween. NASA is monitoring 11 asteroids that will skim past our planet this Halloween. Just observe numbers in this whole thing, okay? The U.S. Space Agency has admitted it has discovered about 30 new near-Earth objects a week and keeping a close watch on them as they cosmically brush past us. 7 of the Halloween asteroids were discovered only this year, meaning we have been oblivious to them hurtling past us over thousands of years. 3 of the space rocks are monsters of between 660 meters and 900 meters in length, big enough to wipe out life in much of the continent if they made a direct hit. 3 others from 230 to 410 meters long would likely be too disastrous to a whole country should they strike, with the remaining 5 from just 18 meters to 110 meters, big enough to destroy or seriously affect a city the size of London. The closest pass on Monday will be the newly discovered asteroid, 2016 UR36, which NASA estimates is between 8 and 18 meters long. It is due to pass just beyond the moon at 310,000 miles. But cosmically speaking, this is within a whisker. NASA fears OEN Day, NASA fears OEN Day, an asteroid big enough to wipe out life, will be on course with us. NASA classes any object passing with a distance of 30 million miles of Earth as a near-Earth object because orbits are estimated and it is not always certain about the path they will take. The largest, which is coming in relatively close, is 2003 YT1, which is 1.7 kilometers long, big enough to threaten all life on Earth. It passes at 3.2 million miles, just 13.5 times the distance of Earth to our moon. NASA announced yesterday its database of near-Earth asteroids now tops 15,000. The latest discovery was 2016 TB57, discovered on October 13th by observers at the Mount Lemmon survey, an element of the NASA-funded Catalina Sky Survey in Tucson, Arizona. At up to 36 meters long, it is one of the 11 Halloween asteroids and will pass us at 1.2 million miles, about 5 times the distance to the moon. A NASA spokesman said it will safely pass Earth. I don't know why this is. I think it's because of the numbers. It's so hard to read. So this guy says there will be no warning for the apocalyptic strike. This guy looks creepy, doesn't he? Look at that creep. The 15,000 milestone is a 50% increase in the number of known near-Earth asteroids since 2013, when discoveries reached 10,000 in August of that year. Surveys funded by NASA Near-Earth Object Observations Program account for more than 95% of discoveries so far. A near-Earth asteroid is defined as one whose orbit periodically brings it within approximately 1.3 times Earth's average distance to the Sun. That is within 1 million miles of the Sun. The distance also then brings the asteroid within roughly 30 million miles of Earth's orbit. This is a tongue twister. Observers have already discovered more than 90% of the estimated population of the large, bigger than 600-meter NEOs, but only a fraction of those smaller than this is estimated to be out there have been found. I know I screwed that up. Kelly Fast, NASA's NEO Observations Program Manager, said the rising rate of discovery is due to be dedicated NEO surveys and upgraded telescopes coming online in recent years. I'm gonna do that again. The rising rate of discovery is due to dedicated near-Earth object surveys and upgraded telescopes coming online in the recent years. But while we're making great progress, we still have a long way to go. It is estimated by astronomers that only about 27% of the near-Earth asteroids that are 140 meters long and have been found to date. Ugh. U.S. Congress directed NASA to find over 90% of objects the size and larger by the end of 2020. The NEO Observations Program is primary element of NASA's Planetary Defense Coordination Office, which is responsible for finding, tracking, characterizing, and potentially hazardous near-Earth objects, issuing warnings about possible impacts, and coordinating U.S. government planning for response of actual impact threat. Lindley Johnson, NASA Planetary Defense Officer, said, while no near-Earth objects currently pose a risk of impact with Earth over the next 100 years, we've found mostly the larger asteroids, and we have a lot more of the smaller, but still potentially hazard ones to find. I'm sorry, that was a really hard article for some reason to read. It was just worded terribly. But there's this creep. There's just a lot of alarm bells going off with me on this one. It really seems like the New World Order is out to get us. I mean, now they're doing as much as they can to spark fear in people. I believe that this Italy earthquake, I was reading the comments and subscribers saying to me that Italy was going to exit the EU, and also there was something that they did with Israel. They backed off something they did with Israel. So this is just incredible what's going on right now. But anyway, that's the exclusive. The killer asteroids NASA says are heading towards Earth on Halloween. This has been James from the Research Revolution.